Donald Trump was at a press conference, was asked whether or not he knew that Iran would bomb other countries in the region if war was started, and he stated he didn't know. Not only did he not know, but he stated that the best, smartest experts on war had no idea either. This is ridiculous. Take a listen and let's talk about it.
Thank you. You were talking about Iran a couple times today and what they did after Epic Fury began. You said they hit Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait. Nobody expected that. We were shocked. Are you surprised that nobody briefed you ahead of time that that might be their retaliation?
Nobody, no. The greatest experts, nobody thought they were going to hit. They were, I wouldn't say friendly countries. They were like neutral. They lived with them for years. Peter, they were going to take over the Middle East. They were going to knock out Israel with their nuclear weapon. But after we knocked out their nuclear potential weapon, they started building missiles, thousands and thousands of missiles. And they were going to do it with missiles while...
So let's just stop right there. I have something funny to show you guys. 9 days before this war started, that the United States and Israel started together, Iran stated at the UN Security Council they would literally do this exact thing and bomb all the countries in the region. Like, point blank, they stated it exactly. This is to the UN Security Council. In the event that it is subjected to military aggression, Iran will respond decisively and proportionally in the exercise of its inherent right of self-defense under Article 51 of the Charter of the United Nations. In such circumstances, all bases, facilities, and assets of the hostile force in the region would constitute legitimate targets in the context of Iran's defensive operations. The United States would bear full and direct responsibility of any unpredictable and uncontrolled consequences. I should be grateful you would have this present this letter. I mean, they literally stated it publicly. The United States knew not only, I mean, you don't even need to take Iran's word for it. The U.S. government, the U.S. military, the smartest geopolitical experts, the smartest wartime scenario experts didn't calculate this. Of course they knew. They knew. They have a history. They know Iran's history. They know what Iran would target in order to make the cost of war as high as possible. They blatantly knew. But Trump decided to do it anyways because, well, blackmail, bought out, mix of the two by Israel, of course, which is why we were shoved into this. But he acts like he had no idea. Now, what's so funny is this video is going viral now of Donald Trump. It's resurfacing because of the BS that he's put us through.
I think would have been a wonderful thing.
2008.
Nancy Pelosi, the speaker?
Well, you know, when she first got in and was named speaker, I met her, and I'm very impressed by her. I think she's a very impressive person. I like her a lot. But I was surprised that she didn't do more in terms of Bush and going after Bush. It was almost, it just seemed like she was going to really look to impeach Bush and get him out of office, which personally I think would have been a wonderful thing.
Impeaching him?
Absolutely, for the war. For the war.
Because of the conduct.
Oh,
He
my
lied.
God.
He got us into the war with lies. And, I mean, look at the trouble Bill Clinton got into with something that was totally unimportant, and they tried to impeach him, which was nonsense. And yet Bush got us into this horrible war with lies, by lying, by saying they had weapons of mass destruction, by saying all sorts of things that turned out not to be true.
So, wow, what's changed since then? Why all of a sudden now is Donald Trump okay with lying about bringing the United States into war? Well, again, blackmail, bribing, and everything else. What's funny is it goes on, and he was actually asked about why we were brought into this war anyways. So Max Blumenthal quoted this, and it's a clip of Donald Trump stating flat out, it's probably not a good idea. We did it maybe just because out of bad habit.
Out of habit.
So that
Zero. We don't need oil. We have all the oil we need for ourselves. It's one of the great assets that we have. We have more than double what anybody else in terms of oil production. We're at more than double any other country. So we don't need it, but we did it. It's almost, you could say we did it out of habit, which is not a good thing to do. But we did it because we have some good allies there. We have some great Middle Eastern countries there, Israel there. So we did it for a lot of reasons. but zero.
We did it out of habit, which is not a good thing to do. We did it out of habit. We did it because we have a lot of allies there. We have Israel there. Everything for Israel. Everything for Israel. Even if it hurts the United States, let's isolate ourselves for Israel. Let's destroy the United States for Israel. Why don't we should just cut up half the United States and give it to Israel? Just give half. We don't need all 50 states. 50 is so many. We could settle for 25. Give Israel the other 25. Why does the U.S. need it? They'll give anything to Israel. The United States would allow the entire government to collapse. They would let the entire country fall apart if it meant keeping Israel alive. And Nancy Pelosi literally stated this flat out before. Everybody's seen the viral clip of her where she said this Congress could crumble to the ground, and the one thing that would remain standing is the U.S. government's commitment to and support of Israel. The most ridiculous, insane thing I've ever heard a politician state, that they would literally let the entire government just crumble to the ground, and they would still be allied with Israel. That's a crazy way to die, isn't it? Crazy way to go down, supporting a project in the Middle East that, again, is on its last leg. And I will stand by that fervently. I think the project's going to fall apart and collapse in on itself. I really do. I really do. I think they're overextending. They're being a bit too volatile. Just a little bit too volatile, huh? So this is what's really, going on right now. And it's ridiculous that we're just kind of watching this all unfold. At the same time, let me go ahead and share my screen here. We're also reading now, because of course Steve Witkoff is stating, "Oh yeah, they've been talking, and we're close to a ceasefire and everything else." That's kind of what we've been hearing, but apparently that's actually not what's going on. Iranian leadership is stating that they haven't talked to Steve Witkoff since before the war started, before any sort of aggression took place. Any claim to the contrary appears geared solely to mislead oil traders and the public. So we'll see how the markets open back up tomorrow and the swings and everything else. Here's another statement from Iran's foreign minister, where he was asked, "Why don't you seek a ceasefire from with the United States?" And it's in Persian. He says, in Farsi, he says, "So that the enemy never even thinks to repeat the mistake of attacking Iran." So, I mean, they're not. So, yeah, so that the enemy never even thinks to repeat the mistake of attacking Iran. So this is not going well for us. It's not going well for the United States. We don't need to be in this. We don't need to be in this. We should have never been in this. But this is where we're in right now, when you have a president that just basically sold out the entire country for his own security. That's where we're at. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, I'd appreciate it if you click the thumbs up button and the subscribe button as well. It helps support my channel so I can reach more people like you. Also, one of the best ways to support my channel and helping me do this as a full-time job is by joining as a member. Just like $5 a month. If you click the join button below, you can join. You get to see member-only videos I do every single night for you guys. I hope you found this interesting, and I'll see you guys again next time. Take care and have a great day. Bye.